Now it's time to hear the selection of interviews I did when I was out and about at Warden Bay at the Lookout Project. I caught up with Joe and Julie, the organisers of the project, and also caught up with some of the youngsters, the parents and adults who have been involved in the project as well. This is what happened when I firstly spoke to Joe and Julie. So we are out and about, and we're down on Warden Bay Beach, and we caught up with Joe and Julie to talk to them all about the Lookout Project, following on from when they come up to us in the studio. So it's a fantastic weather. I bet you're really pleased that you've got good weather.
Oh, we are, aren't we, Joe?
Oh, we're delighted.
Yeah,
it's been wonderful.
Yeah, the weather has helped immensely, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We only had the storm, didn't we?
Friday.
Friday, where Joe and I absolutely got soaked, and we had to run and change everything, including
underwear as well. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
But apart from that, it's been fabulous, isn't it?
So just to refresh our listeners, what actually we've been doing over the last couple of days?
Well, we've been... We started off constructing on the Thursday and the Friday, so that was kind of building the chicken wire skeleton for what is actually going to be a lighthouse. So we've done that, and then we've been getting the children and the parents and families that come along to actually make little sculptures. So what they're doing is they're going around collecting things from the beach, little bits of driftwood, sticks, and then they're using shells and stones and all kinds of things together with wool and string and pretty colours of things and shiny things to make little sculptures, which are then actually going to go on to the lighthouse. So we're at the process now where we've kind of got some boarding onto it, and it's looking very nice, a little bit like sort of Kentish clapboard type look to it. And then all the things that the kids have made are all going onto that. We're tying it all onto there now, and the kids are here still, and they're still making things, so there's more and more material coming along.
It's had a natural flow, hasn't it?
Because
we've had families come along and join. Joe and I say, hello, do you want to join in? And they've joined in, and then they have some time beach combing, making these lovely sculptures, and then they go off onto their other things for the day. And in fact, we've had quite a few families keep coming back, haven't we?
We have
as well.
It's been very relaxed. There's no set times about anything.
No,
it's just
I was going to say, that's what's nice. Sometimes these sort of things pop up and they go in a day, but it seems quite nice. You've been over a couple of days and people have got to discover you, it sounds.
Exactly. I think that was part of the idea, wasn't it? That it'd be relaxed like that.
And lots of ideas have spun from this, which is what really Joe and I's vision for this project was. It was a starting point. This isn't going to end here. We're going on a journey, and we want other people from the local area to go on that journey with us. And people have been coming up, haven't they?
Absolutely.
Chatting to us and saying, we love what you're doing, we want to get involved, so it's going to be a massive coffee morning.
All sorts of different ways. That's right. I mean, you suggested and said, well, perhaps we could get together to have a chat over coffee, go down to one of the local cafes, and just as many people as we can get, to bring ideas, and people from different groups as well. I mean, we've talked to the children's play group from Warden Bay Hall. That's just in the in passing that Teresa happened to be bringing the kids down onto the beach. So we've made a lot of connections, and it's been really good.
So the project's growing then.
It is. Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely. No,
it's like that little acorn. It's planting the little acorn, and it's beginning to sort of bring on a life of its own, and just making the connections and getting more people involved, and that was what we wanted. We want to keep it as sustained. I think that's the word. As sustained as possible. Across the year and beyond.
I mean, this is the bit that Joe and I particularly like, the fun bit as we see it, because obviously the applying for funding and that, there's an awful lot of paperwork. Joe and I have we've ploughed our way through and sometimes thought we were going to go mad, haven't we, with it all. But so we this is a big breath of fresh air for
joyful.
us.
It's been absolutely joyful.
So we've got more paperwork to do after, of course, but it won't be nowhere near
it's all worth it. It's all really worth it.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that's the other thing. Little dog walking by. We've had lots and lots of dog walkers, and it's been so nice because they've all been stopping and chatting, and the dogs have been coming and getting to know all the kids and getting to know us. So there's a really, really great family atmosphere. It's sort of helped create that. I think.
It has. It's been a really just beyond even what we were hoping for.
Yes,
it really has.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Very lucky.
Unexpected outcomes.
Yeah. And lots of help from our fellow artists, hasn't there?
They've been brilliant.
You know, one artist came down from London to work with us, and he stayed all day, didn't he? And helped us.
Lloyd came down,
he had a lovely time. Lloyd Davis, I believe you've had him on your show before. Amy Nettles, Dr. Amy Nettles, she's to do with the research side. Came down just to talk to us and ended up sort of
helping out, making things, getting us food,
which was lovely. We've just been so lucky by the support actually from all the other artists and art groups, which is again really it's part of it. I've been so happy.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me to come down and for talking to us as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you've been very supportive. Thanks.
So if you could just introduce yourselves to our listeners.
My name is Olivia. My name is Tilly. My name is Ellie.
So what have you found on the beach today?
We got loads of little shells, rocks, maybe some seaweed, shiny glass, and loads of interesting sticks. That's what we found. We found china.
And what did you find?
I found some shiny rocks.
And what was the favourite thing you found?
Mine was shiny glass and some shells. Mine was shiny glass and interesting things that we saw.
And what are you hoping to do with what you found?
I'm hoping to hang them on the back of my door. I'm put them on this little lighthouse they make them.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to make some more at my house. I'm hoping to make interesting things like a house in my garden full of shells and wood. This gives me more experience.
So we're talking to lots of different people here at the Lookout Project. Firstly, I was hoping you could introduce yourself to our listeners.
I'm Mr. Roy Boozy. I belong to the Shipping Arts Society.
So how long have you been a member of that?
Only a few months now, but I thoroughly enjoy it.
And is that how you found out about this?
Yeah, because I know Joe and Julie, so they said about it, so we come down to have fun. And we have.
What have you been doing?
Well, we've been helping make the windmill lighthouse.
Yeah.
And really enjoying ourselves, meeting other people and trying to get the community involved in art project.
So because our listeners can't see it, could you describe the lighthouse?
Well, it's made from bits of wood and string and that's been found mostly on the beach.
It's quite high, it's not far off as tall as a person, is it really?
That's right, it's very tall and there's still the light to go on top and hopefully we get it finished tonight.
So have you been working on it since you started on, was it Thursday?
No, I've only come down today because my wife's disabled, so we only managed to get down today.
Well, I bet you're hoping to see it finished.
Well, I'll see pictures of it when it's finished, I hope. It's been fun. It's met some nice people, nice children have joined in, and it's been great for the community.
Certainly a lovely spot here on a day like this.
Well, it is. It wasn't a nice Friday when it rained hard.
No. So if you could, all of you introduce yourselves first, that'd be really good.
Okay, I'm Diana.
I'm Kayra. I'm Ralphie.
So what have you been doing here today?
We went to the book fair to buy some books and we come to have some picnic in the beach.
And then come across this?
Yeah.
So what have you found so far?
We found some shells in the stick. We found some seaweed and shells.
So is there anything you found that you didn't think you'd find out there?
No, not really, because we have been a few times on the beach, you know, and those things is normally the ones that we see, yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So we're doing a couple of interviews here on Warden Bay Beach, all as part of the Lookout Project. Firstly, could you introduce yourself to our listeners?
I'm Emily. And I'm Erin.
I understand that you've been volunteering and helping on the project.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is that over the last couple of days, I understand?
Yeah.
So what have you been doing as part of that?
Building a lighthouse. Just helping families if they need any help with their art project.
And if people are interested in doing it, I'm not quite sure you've been letting them know how to get involved, have you?
Yeah.
So what made you want to get involved in this project?
We like art, and I just like helping the community, and that I think it's nice that everyone should like do it.
And what have you sort of learnt from being involved in this?
To help people.
Have you been surprised by what's been found on the beach? Because we all walk past the beach every day, but I suppose it's quite amazing what can be found.
Yeah, yesterday someone found a willy.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting object to find on the beach. They weren't a pair, but yeah.
And plenty of shells by the looks of things as well.
Oh yeah, loads.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us.
Okay.